Well, welcome this evening to another episode of Open Mouse Podcast
Uh-huh.
with Professor Jazz and my co-host here, Dr. Scorpio, and our special guest, Trigger Happy. What's going on, you guys?
In the building, man. Shout out to Media Gang TV. Shout out to Authentic Voice Radio. We in this bitch. You feel me?
You feel me? We in this bitch. You hear me?
How are you,
Yeah.
Dr. Scorpio?
Fried.com.
Really? Okay. Well,
We gonna
that's
keep. We
fine.
gonna move. We gonna move on that. Hey, salute to you niggas though, man. It's tuning in and shit, man. Hey, man. It's another you
So,
dig, man. You know
so
what you say?
tonight we're gonna go ahead and talk about how
Mm.
important music is in the bedroom.
Or at the booty club.
Or the booty club, that's fine. I
What
mean,
about the booty club?
we have talked about how music is a huge impact in our lives. And depending on what you're listening to, you kind of feel those emotions, those moods that artist is going through, and it
Right.
could put you in that mood. Or, if
Mm.
you're already in a good mood, you're gonna go ahead and play good music, good mood music, right?
Or depending on what type of record you playing, depending on what type of baby you gonna have. You feel me? So if you fucking with the records playing, it's all symbolic, man. It's all got to line up the right way if that's what you want. But like, I think I told niggas I wasn't gonna front my move like that. But we was talking about this last week. It was like, so you never fuck with the music on and shit, and I was like, I forgot what I said, but I have. You feel me? Had some occasions where that just kind of happened that way. You feel me? I
Yeah,
forgot what I was doing one particular time where the music was already kind of playing or some
yeah.
shit, and then it started playing some one shit. It started playing one shit, and I was like, nah. I got up, I turned that currency on. I was like, yeah, we gonna cut this on. And then got back to it. Shorty was like, oh, okay, this what's up. I was like, yup. I was like, yeah, we gonna do what we gonna do.
Well, that's the
We
I
be
thing.
like
I
was
that.
mean,
like,
sometimes you
I
gotta
was
use the
like,
music amongst other things to go ahead and get what you want.
yeah, salute to the man, jet life. You feel me?
I
Jet
mean,
life.
to be real, I really feel like, man, people have gotten away from that. I think at
Yes,
one point it was a thing. Like even when I was a kid, it was a thing. Like I can
yes.
remember in middle school making a tape for my girlfriend of all slow sex songs. You know what I'm saying? And giving
Definitely.
it to her for Valentine's Day with some balloon. Man, come on, man. I'm a
Yeah.
kid doing that, bro. I was a kid
Yeah.
doing that player
No, it
shit.
was.
You feel me? But I think we got away from that. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody thinking like R&B is dead. I think we just really need, like your boy Tank just came out like probably a week or two ago and say, man, we need to fall back in love with the cat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
We need to fall back in love
Yes.
with making baby making music. You know what I'm
All
saying?
we have is ratchet music now, so that's gonna make us bounce
yeah.
on that pole.
And you know what's crazy, bro? It's like it just I don't know what is really happening, bro. It's like I don't know, bro. Like you said, it's like or you remember the notes and shit. The girl would pass you a note and shit. She would be putting the song inspiration and what album it came from, the time, and you know what I'm saying. And it was
That's a
all this
fact.
different other shit that was. It was like a lot to it. Like it was like all this type of creativity and how we expressed ourselves to like the bitches, bro, or just even women, how they express themselves to men. I don't know what really went wrong, bro. Like something went wrong.
Something
Like
went wrong with that because yes,
something went wrong.
it used to music like that brought you more. more passion in it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Music changed. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Music changed. You know,
Yeah.
but
it
that
started.
shouldn't have changed. That's the thing. Okay, yes, music has changed, but don't you want something a little bit more like that still? I mean, that should be
Nah.
it
To
doesn't.
be real, I got into a conversation with a girl like a year ago, and it
Yeah.
just so happened to come up. It's so crazy. Like we even like it just so happened to come up, and she just said some little shit like, "You probably still like fucking with the music on and shit. You corny or some shit." And I was just like,
What?
she just said that out of nowhere. I never said mentioned that or anything. She just was like, "You look like a nigga that like music on or something." I'm like, "Well, no, not really." But I'm like, "What's wrong with the music?" You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's a bad thing. I'm like, so girls don't like that at all or something? Like, I'm not saying I do that, but I'm because I don't really. But it's like, when is that a bad thing? Like, since when was that corny to use music in the bedroom
Right.
or to have music playing or to set the mood or something? Like, when was that corny? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, okay, maybe times have just changed. I don't know.
I
Even
mean,
if you playing the what's wrong with playing the ratchet shit while you fucking? I'm totally cool with that.
exactly.
I'm cool with that. I don't really be doing that all the time or like doing that like that, but like, what's wrong with that?
Once in a while, you
Nothing
know,
that
it's like
really wrong with
it's like
that.
you do other things too. Sometimes you want to go ahead and
So
set the mood, right? So it's not just the music. I mean, if you play some nice, soft music, you know, hey, maybe dress up, maybe put some candles just to set the mood. You could do that once in a while. It doesn't have to be all the time, but you want it a little bit different, so that should bring you more closer sometimes, you know, because you're putting the thought in it, you're putting, you know, the music to go ahead and really, you know, have that passion with them.
right,
So what changed though?
the music, the culture, to a degree, like it just kind of shifted on to the next generation. So
Yeah.
with that, it comes other ways of expression. So then we might use more sex. We don't use more of this. We don't use more and less creativity, less words to express ourselves, less. You know what I mean? Like it's all type of shit that just happened. You can kind of say it got dumbed down.
Yeah, it got dumbed down. I mean, you know, the songs is not made like they used to be no more.
They're
You
not.
know, them artists right there is not. You know what I'm saying? They in their 60s and
Yeah,
70s now. You know, the younger artists, it just sounds different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they
It just
don't
sounds a
want
little different.
that.
But you know,
yeah,
I mean, we got enough music to last us. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's
yeah,
just that
definitely.
we got to make sure the kids behind us know about these songs. Not even the sexual songs, just
Right.
ballads, and all types of love songs. You know, so
Yeah, I agree
keeping
with
it
you.
alive, man. It just sounded a little different. It's a lot of love songs, but it just sound a little different now.
And
Yeah, and
with
it's
you
not
just
like
saying
out
less.
there as much like how it used to be. I mean, when I
Yeah.
was growing up, there was so many R&B groups, you know. There were, you know, from Jodeci,
Mm.
Silk. Maybe a lot of people don't know.
Mm.
The younger generation don't know about this music, but if they listen to it, boy, man.
Some of them, yeah. I mean, well, it's a resurgence right now. So you got a lot of old school artists that's getting their flowers as they deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like, give them they praise, they praise type shit. So I definitely do agree with y'all. Like, we need to make sure they know about all the shit, everything. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But
I mean,
if it,
it doesn't have to always be slow music, you know, just
yeah,
music
no,
that's gonna
no,
get you in that mood at that time. I mean, right now, okay, yeah, it was slow music before, but now they have like hey, like WAP and Throat Baby and all those, you know, songs that you could go ahead and fuck to in the bedroom, you know. I mean, it just
Mhm.
depends on what people like, you know,
Mhm.
and as long as it gets you in that mood where you want to connect in the bedroom, then so be it.
I agree. Like, when niggas don't, I would say like, plus also like to kind of just to add on to what bro was saying earlier, we in a time where you know, three verses on a record is kind of unheard of. You know what I mean? And
You're right.
then three verses on the record was like standard.
You're right.
At least two in the '90s. At least two. Now you got just one verse, not even a verse. It's like a 10 bar, kind of like a verse, and the hook.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you who do that. My boy that I like a lot, he do that with his songs, man. I know the songs are getting a little shorter, but my boy Kivo Money, man, I'm talking about he
I knew
got
you gonna say that.
one of the songs I like the most. That song ain't nothing but a minute and 30 seconds. I'm like, how the fuck this
That's
shit
I
sound this damn
honestly,
good, boy? You ain't give me another verse, man. One hook,
it's a
verse, hook,
good, it's
and
a
that's
good
it.
way.
Shit, fire as hell. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Bro. It's we in a different era, man.
We
It's
are.
it's just
I
different.
know. I know. I can say for myself before, especially growing up with a lot of that R&B music. It's like I like when a man would take their time to go ahead and have the right playlist. Try to get me in the bedroom. Hey,
I'm like, when is that corny? I'm like, since when did that become corny? I
I
don't
don't
understand.
know.
When did that become corny? I don't know, man. Maybe in me as an artist that makes music, maybe I feel a certain type of connection with music when I think of a certain person or something.
Yeah,
So like when I hear the record, I'm have this feeling or sentimental value in it versus
yeah.
another person hearing it, they might not even feel no way about it. They'll be like, this
Right.
song, this song made you think of me. Oh, okay, that's cool.
And that's what we used to do. Remember how, like we were
Right.
saying, it's like we'll make a whole tape of the songs that you want to go ahead and dedicate to your girl at that time. I was like, oh, this, so that you could think about us. Like that doesn't happen no more.
No,
And
man,
speaking of them, them short songs, I still do at least three verses on a project that I put out. At least
Yeah,
one song on. I'm gonna still put three verses on. That's just something that just, and that's just not because I said I'm gonna do it. It's just this shit. That shit was just feeling. You know what I'm saying? Some songs just feel so good. You like, damn, I got a third verse for this shit.
right.
hmm
So on each project I put out, I still keep at least one song with three verses on. Even with the Christmas shit. It was one of them
Yeah,
songs I got. Yeah, boy, I was feeling that shit. I had to throw three verses on that motherfucker. Yeah, that Silent Night got three verses on that motherfucker. I think
yeah.
it's another song too. But yeah, man, shit, man, the song's getting shorter, but I think the lane for groups is open. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like to see a female group, a male group,
I
you
know, and
know.
that's another thing we don't really see either. Groups like that, and sometimes they did work, back then. I don't know how it'll be now though.
It's a tough climate in general. I mean, it's always been. I mean, like just generally, if you are aligning yourself with like another person, it's everything got to line up right. So it is what it is. So like the group stuff is a real thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm working on collaborative efforts right now with my homie JG. We have another album we working on right now. Cushmore Legends 2. That's in the works right now. We got Cushmore Legends out right now. Um, that's everywhere. So you know what I'm saying. But we had to lock in a certain type of way. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, the crazy thing about it is, when you look at the old school artists like the Jodeci's and the 112s and the Jagged Edges and all that there, and
Yeah,
then you see how they like
great era.
what they created now, which I like. You know what I'm saying? I
Of
ain't gonna lie.
course.
I felt like
Of course.
Pretty Ricky was that perfect blend of
Mm.
describing like what's out now, like how they done incorporated the old with the new. Now you're getting the same type of rappers, and they incorporated
Honestly,
some of that old shit, and it's just like
I'm gonna have
it's
to.
just,
I'm gonna have to go and find out what the story was behind them because it was like I don't know who signed them. I don't know how they got on. I don't know what really happened. I just kind of realized. I just kind, especially as a young nigga, you just kind of look up one day and just these niggas on TV. You don't
Yeah,
really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to know what's going on, bro. Like you said,
man.
they would had a great thing going on,
That
and
first album
you
is classic. You
know,
hear me?
for sure,
Like
for
that
sure.
first album's classic. Like after that, it is what it is. But they had good first three, four singles was pretty good. But that first album, that Blue Star, whatever it was,
Hmm.
man, just with them being young. what's the singer name? Pleasure P.
Hmm.
Yes.
Raw talent. That album right there showed he just had that raw talent. You know what I'm saying? But and they did the project themselves too. So if you listen to the beats, all them songs what they had before they got signed. And if they had them songs before they got signed, I'm like, that's talent. You know what I'm saying? Because just listen to it. They had some hell of a songs on that first project.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
what
it came
producers?
out of nowhere though, for sure.
Yeah, like
Out of
what was
Florida.
going on? Like the producers, the everything. Like, cause like another like great alliance of artists was the niggas from the basement, bro. The niggas that was coming
Right,
out, like Timberland and Magoo and
right,
Stack
right, right.
Major Player, all them niggas, bro. Like them
Facts.
niggas, bro. They had a real thing going on, bro. Like, and it's just unfortunate, man. A lot of stuff didn't happen exactly the way it should have, but maybe it did. You know how it is. I just wanted more people like Static Major to get they just do and play to get more just do because they really got some cold records, man. Like a lot of them do tweet, like all of them. They had a little group. It was called Honey. They was doing they had some shit together. I don't know what really went bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot. It's a lot of those artists, man, that was in
And you
groups.
know what though? I mean, you know, I don't care how people feel, I care what you feel, but as a artist point of view, R. Kelly was the one that making that baby making music.
Oh hell yeah! I mean,
Man,
come on,
no matter what, his story again, that's separately. His music though,
dang.
that's what brought, yes.
I forgot about R. Kelly when it comes to
We
just
cannot forget about R. Kelly. That's the thing,
music.
I mean,
bro.
R. Kelly's still the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take away that GOAT status. You just can't.
Right.
But yeah, man, you had a few. Like,
He
another
had a
one's a good one too.
few.
Key Sweat is a legend with that thing too,
He
man.
Sweat was,
You know what
yep.
I'm saying? You can line up at least 5 of them Key Sweat that can go on that playlist too. That
Oh
baby
yeah,
make
I
music.
will
You know
have.
what I'm
Yep,
saying?
he will be one of my ones in my list too. Yes.
That boy got at least about 4,
Hey,
5 hot ones that got to go on the playlist. You know
And
what I'm
hey,
saying?
bro, you know
that's the
what?
thing, though, for
Shuffle them
people
around
that
somewhere in
don't
there.
know these artists, they need to go ahead and look it up. Maybe this generation needs it. This new
Oh,
generation
that's what we
got
need. Yeah, we put
music.
them on game. Yeah, but hey, bro,
For real.
remember that interview we was talking about with the nigga Aaron Hall, man, and the
Oh
nigga
yeah, yeah, yeah.
going crazy.
I ain't know that nigga was got there on that pimp shit like that, boy. He
Man,
was he was talking that pimp shit.
he was in that group, man. I don't. It wasn't
Guy,
a
yeah,
guy,
this guy.
and they had
Teddy
they.
Riley.
I didn't realize. I mean, it's like at that time how big, a lot of that stuff was. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
But
man.
group shit. It's always some shit that goes on, so you got to be careful with the group shit, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's right. But we had a lot of music like that going on. But so, do you guys use that music now more before? I
I would
mean,
just say, like I said, that was anytime that's ever happened with me, it's kind of been like a happenstance kind of thing. It's
yeah.
never been like when I went like, okay, so when she come in here, I'm gonna turn this music on. Then when I turn this music on, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Like I never, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some instances happen where niggas was like kicking it or whatever, and then the vibe was set because the music was playing or whatever, and that just kind of happened.
Because again, it's not just the music. I mean, sometimes it depends. Sometimes you're not gonna just do that with everyone. You're gonna do that with someone special. A lot of times, that's what you do. You set the mood. You want to go ahead and show it where it's not just fucking. It's more about really
Well,
interacting with each other. Really, get close physically. In other ways too. But it's something that's gonna change it in a different way, just adding music to it or adding just the candles, or maybe you make a whole night, you guys go out to a nice restaurant, just go chill, just you two focus on each other. That's what it is.
you gotta let the little freak diva know you feeling them, man.
I mean, people should, you know what I'm saying? Every time, it should be the mood should be set, but niggas be on the go. Motherfuckers be on the
Right.
go, boy. They gotta get it in right now. They ain't got time for that music shit.
Mm.
To the point
True.
where hell, we ain't turned this motherfucker on in over 2-3 years. Goddamn, turn that music on tonight, baby. I think we
But
do need to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I
yeah,
agree.
And
I
and usually times when I've done it, she's always had the music on low or something. She always got some music playing on the low like that. So that's how I'm able to play. I mean, have sex with it. If it wasn't for her just being a person that liked music and got music on low, a lot of times we wouldn't be in the dog with the music playing unless she got it playing. So shout out to the
right.
females that still playing the music on the low throughout the house. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you could do that, and again, it's like sometimes you want to change a little differently. You want to go ahead and put that mood. Sometimes, it depends on how you feel. A lot of times, maybe like you say, she's always has music around. Maybe she's always liking the music because it does put her in a good mood. Uh, you could put some
Mhm.
really good music on, and you go ahead and let the freak out. That's the thing, though.
Mhm.
With
Yeah,
the right song, you could go ahead and let that freak out.
I feel what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I just haven't really. It's been a while. We'll put a lot of thought to it. The most thought I put to it was when that girl said what she said to me, and I just kind of was like, okay, why is that whatever for people now?
Yeah.
And the thing was, she wasn't like your younger girl. She was definitely, kind of older a little bit. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's something I thought she would think is okay, I guess. You talk about this corny. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, but, like maybe, sometimes niggas just be talking shit. You
Right.
know,
So,
guaranteed if the mood was set and she was into the mood and the music was playing, she'd
yeah.
be into that shit. You know what I'm saying? So she probably
So,
just talking shit.
right now, since, we have this topic going on, I really would like us to introduce our special guest right now. Our special guest, he sent me some of his music, and is that music that puts you in that mood in the bedroom. He's one of Las Vegas artists here, the Real Craze, and the song that he sent me, it does get you in that mood, and that's the whole point, is to get you maybe in that more passionate mood instead of just going around and just busting a nut, going really quickly. Let's go ahead and have some real good fun, right? What's going on, Real Craze?
What's going on? I appreciate y'all for having me on.
Hey.
What it do? What
This
it
is
do?
Dr. Scorpio and Trigger Happy.
Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you coming on with us.
What's happening? Nice
Right.
to meet y'all. I've been watching y'all for a while. Y'all been doing y'all thing. I just felt like I had a couple topics that needed to be talked about, and this was definitely one of them.
Yes, it was. And when he brought it up to me, I was like, you know what? This will be really good because it is something that we really need to ask ourselves. Because, again, it's like when I was growing up, I used to listen to all this type of music before, where it was that more passionate music that makes you want to go ahead and make love, be really connected to someone. It just puts you in that mood, and it's not going on now.
Right.
Mm.
Well, not. I think the main reason why that's going on, why it's going on the way it's going on, it's just
Uh-huh.
it's the evolution of music. We don't have those type of R&B singers like myself. Tank is still around, but Tank is everybody's listening to everybody else. And no one's listening to Tank. No one's going out. Let me go stream the new Tyrese. Let me go stream that new, whatever. People don't realize the era of baby making music is actually, it's like the last of a dying breed.
Yes.
The
That's
and what's
right.
crazy about it is to even think about it and say that out loud. The fact of most of those groups that we knew growing up as baby making music, Boys and Men, Drew Hill, Silk, 112, they still doing
Usher,
stuff.
Kevin Campbell,
They still,
Mhm.
and they're all still actively making music. We
they
just,
are.
the evolution of music, we're not drawn to that. And everybody is so AKA quick to bust a nut, try to move on to the next. Like the music in the bedroom is like a forgotten art. And that's why I make music. That's another reason why I make music for this reason. I feel like we got to start catering to the love makers instead of everybody just ready for the quick one and done.
Maybe that's what it is. That's what we need because everything, again, the way the world is now, it's a lot of negativity stuff. Even in music, it's a lot of trap, drill music, stuff like that.
Uh,
And we do need to bring that in. We need to go ahead and bring it out and show people because this is something, again, maybe it'll bring people closer, especially in the bedroom.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, I definitely think, you know what I'm saying? It's the evolution of music, man. I do believe, I think I was just saying this. We were just talking about this, but I don't know, man. I think, people have to keep bringing it out. They're gonna have to keep going with it, man. If they love this type of music like you do, then they need to stick up just like how you doing and stay true to it. You feel me? It's still an audience
And
for it. It's an audience for it.
the thing about it is, it, if you notice, everything has a circle of life. And I always tell people that do this type of R&B, don't stray away from it. Keep doing it because eventually it's gonna come back around. And I say that with examples like my 7-year-old son is walking around singing "Crank That Soldier Boy" off of the viral TikTok video, like it's brand new. You get what I'm saying? People walking around wearing fanny packs, but we used to call them pouches back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that these old school songs are coming back around, it's just a matter of time before that real R&B catches back on and it comes back around. But the problem is there's so little artists out there doing it, that style of R&B. They feel like they have to be trapping R&B. They feel like they have to be the next Jacquees instead of the next Tank. You know what I mean? Like there is no more boy. I'm not saying boy bands like NSYNC and all that. I'm saying there's no more male R&B groups like Boys II Men and Silk and Jagged Edge.
Right.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? And that's the problem. I feel like why we don't have what we want with that solid R&B is because we don't have those types coming up and out. And if we do, we don't know about it yet. So it's just they're still up and coming.
Right, they kids, yeah.
Exactly. And it's just going to take some time. As long as they stay with it, they got the proper management and get the proper placement for the world to hear it, then it's going to happen. But it takes a village to get a certain style of music going. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just put one song out there, be a real R&B considered group, put one song out there, next you know real R&B is back. It's not going to happen like that.
It's not overnight.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back around, like you said. It's gonna come back around, man. It took a little dip, skipped a couple goddamn, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna come back around for sure.
Go ahead. What was you saying?
No, I was just gonna say, it is still around. It's just not. Again, it's just not the type of music that's being listening to right now, which I can understand. There is music like that, but it's different. Like again, like how I was speaking, Throat Baby, that's one song. I Like It Nasty by Boosie, Fishing Lotto. There's those songs. They are freaky and they're for the bedroom, but they're just a different type. It's not like the mellow type before that we used to grow up with.
Yep.
And it's like a lot of different ways to look at. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I know you from the era, bro, where, we used to tell the girls, or, we was talking about making CDs for girls, or when I got all the songs.
The mixed CDs, bro, come on now.
Did you make those tapes, those CDs for your girl at that time?
CDs, I used to label them Baby Make Music Volume 1. I used to sell them Jones at the drum. Listen.
Oh shit.
Well, it's from them eras, man. So it's just I don't know, man. I just feel like we was just talking about just how the creativity isn't there on how we approach women, as far as like now it is on a different frequency, on just like everything is fast paced for sure. Everything is. It's like
It's like everybody just wants to fuck.
More
everything.
balance. We need more balance.
We need more balance right now.
When you
You
have
know,
We need
more
to get some
balance.
passion in.
outside
That's
now
the thing, though. It's like
when
I
you have
don't
the
mind a little fucking once in a while, but I want some of that passion that would take some time.
right. Well, like I was just trying to say, when you have music out right now that just promotes exactly what we know now is just the fuck. That's it. There's no passion. There ain't no feeling. There's also no passion. There's no feeling in that type of music.
Yeah,
You
and that's why they're making kids, and then you don't get along with your baby mama, baby daddy, because you didn't have that song. You should have had that song, because then you could have got married, had a family and shit, man. Thanks to that fucking song. That's what it is.
Jazz
Shit.
therapist.
listen. I'm not even gonna hold
Thank
you to
you
that.
for Professor
You might be right.
Jazz.
Professor Jazz.
You might be right.
Professor Jazz know what she's talking about. I'm just saying, if we had more music, I'm not saying just that R&B, but just more, of course, music is important in our worlds, no matter what, and that gets us into that mood. So if we had more, maybe positive, like what we had before, we could go ahead and get into that mood. Maybe we wouldn't be so negative now in the world.
Right. And
Maybe we could get along with some baby mama, baby daddy, shit. We made that baby with that song.
What do
look,
we
don't
have
nobody
now? I
want
know
to
we
talk
got,
about love no more.
Tank
That's
still
the
doing it.
problem.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got bro. We
Right.
got
Who else doing it? I know Tank is doing it. Who else is at the top right now?
Yeah, like you still got them still doing it, but the problem is, that's the question. Why is real I think versus battle when he shouldn't have, but between Mario and Omarion. But Jeremiah is still doing hell. The Dream is still doing stuff, and I know that's a little
Yeah.
He was a good
newer
one.
area, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
Country boy.
you know what I mean? And again, Mario wiped the floor with Omarion that versus battle and showed you what real R&B could do on a
Yeah.
mainstream, and it still ain't played, my nigga.
he did. It's another
Yeah.
artist out right now. I felt was a real fresh breath of air. I bumped into recently, maybe like a year ago. Bro's name is Zay France, man. I think I bumped into him on Instagram just out of nowhere. I was like, okay, this dude posted this video clip or a reel or something. I clicked on the Instagram page. I was like, okay, this music is dope. Then I started listening to all his music that he had dropped for a while, and everything had a standard. It was like it was a flow to it, and everything was the old school. It wasn't old school R&B, but it gave you like a real kind of real R&B feel. I was like, this is a real refreshing, like it was a breath of fresh air type shit. I really fuck with the music for real. So yeah, he was like, as of like a newer artist, he's the only one I honestly fuck with on that level. It's probably some other artists out there I probably should get in tune with that's newer, but he was one of the ones, and like he got a song with Neo, him and Jay France, the guy, he got a song with Neo, I think, that's pretty popular right now too. So he's working with niggas like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, cool. So other than that, now I'm actually just getting into with your music, bro. So I know you one of them niggas that's keeping the R&B shit alive still. You know what I'm saying, as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and he actually did send me a song that we can go ahead and play, because
let's
after
go.
I listened to it, I'm like, okay, this is the type of music I would go ahead and put in the bedroom, when I get into that mood. That's what I want sometimes. So let's go ahead and check him out, The Real Craze.
Yeah.
Because, shit, let me just tell you, it's good. If I can hear it. Huh. It's not gonna work. Why is it not working? Oh man, hold on. I don't think it's gonna work. We were just playing it, but before our live.
Yeah, like I was telling your ass, man, you chose the right beat for that. That's the right beat for that type of move. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Trying
you
to
definitely
find
did have
it.
the beat for sure.
Listen,
the one.
that bedroom music requires a lot of instruments. You know what I mean? Like it could be as simple as an 808 and a water drop with a finger snap, or it
You
could
right.
be, or it could be as much as an electric guitar with some pianos and some synths and some, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but it's just certain instruments create a certain mood.
Right. Right.
You hear drums, you hear drums off the bat by itself. You're gonna want to turn up to some drums, but you put an electric guitar and some smooth strings to that, you be like, hold on, that
Mhm.
kind of jazz or vibe that out a little bit. I don't gotta turn up so much, but I can still fuck with this. And then
Yeah.
you put the right lyrics to it, man. It come out. It come out how it's supposed to come out.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. As
And the
far as
song
like,
I'm trying to
go
play
ahead.
right now, I ended up doing a whole tour behind this single. It's called Perfect Pleasure. I did the Crazy Perfect Pleasure tour. We did like 12 cities, and that was one
Well,
of my
let's
biggest
play
singles.
the video.
Oh yeah, I got the video out too.
You've had a long day at work. I know your head hurt. Girl, you've had a stressful day. We'll sit down and made you dinner. Gonna kick your shoes off. Let me take your stress away. Girl, I'm gonna be the good ending to your bad day. Don't care what you have to say. When you hop up out the shower, no need to dry off. You gon' get wet anyway. I'm giving you that pleasure. That's what I'm giving to you. I'm giving you that pleasure. Girl, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm giving you that that's what I'm giving to you. Lay your body down. I said lay it right here. Girl, I'm gonna take control. So don't you have no fear. I'm gonna take my time. Do you just right. You've been working all day. Girl, I'm gonna work you all night. I'm gonna be the good ending to your bad day. Girl, I see the smile on your face. We gon' be making sweet love till the sun comes up. Tomorrow is a brand new day. I'm giving you that. That is what I'm giving to you. I'm giving you that. Go to you. I'm giving you that. That's what I'm giving to you. I'm giving you that. Girl, I'm giving that feeling to you. Girl, I'ma rock your body, body. 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 Girl, I'ma rock your body. I'ma give you all you want and more. Your body, your body. I'ma give you that. 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 I'ma give you that.
I like that. No,
Yeah, man.
that
Hey,
really does get
you know,
Okay.
hey,
you in that
on
mood.
Okay.
Who did the
Yeah.
treatment? Who did the treatment for that video right there? Cause y'all put that together, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's my boy Carlos.
Yes.
Matter of fact, that one is. I don't know how much time we got. That one was cold, but I got one that came out before that I did a tour with called "Make You Scream." That was colder than that one. But that's my boy Carlos Berber.
Make you
He, yeah, "Make You
Yeah,
Scream."
yeah. I like
Carlos
the light.
Berber.
I like the
It's a
lighting.
cat. He's a cat. He's a video director. He's a major video director. This dude done shot videos for Twisted Insane. When DMX got out of
Okay.
prison and moved to Phoenix, or he had stayed in Phoenix, that very first, I forgot the name of the song. I think it was called Last Hope. He shot
Okay.
that video for DMX. Like this cat, he's shooting movies now. Like this is my boy Carlos Berber. He out there in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Okay.
my boy Twisting Insane. His videos look
Well,
like
Okay.
movies
yes,
for real.
yes,
You about to
yes.
tap in.
He did all Twisted. I Kill. He did Visions. All that stuff.
Okay, okay. I know
That's
exactly
Make
what
You
you're talking about.
Scream, you said? Is
Just
the
a
other
little,
song?
just a little scene, different scenes. I could tell, like they, you know, what I'm saying, he knew what he was doing. I saw how, you know, he had it in the tub. I seen the part where she was gripping them sheets too, boy. You know, what I'm saying? You know, the girls grip them sheets, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. My boy Carlos Berber. It's been about four. And in case nobody really know the story, I've been on a little 4-year hiatus. My brother passed away, so I took a long step back from music to even see if I still want to do this after my brother. He was a big inspiration to me doing music. So it's been about 4 years. So now that I'm back into it, everybody's been reaching back out to me, and I'm also reaching back out to everybody else. Let them know, like, you look, your boy's back. Let's get back to work. Let's continue to make this art. So he is one of the ones that I'm about to be reaching back out to, because now I got a list long of music videos for us to get back going. And also my boy out here in Vegas, director Millie X. I fuck with the locals. Millie X is one of the good ones out here as well too. He's been doing all my new ones. So, but yeah, Carlos Berger is the one that did that one.
Yeah, he
So
put
we
that
can
together
play that
right there.
other song, Make You
It's
Scream,
called
right?
"Make You Scream."
We could go ahead and play that then. Let's see how that
And
goes.
and the cold part about "Make You Scream" is if you know anything about '90s R&B, if you know anything about R&B, you can hear some old school stuff in this song that I referenced.
I see you walk by. You know you caught my eye. That look that you gave me caught me by surprise. Oh, I noticed you're alone. Well, so am I could be the man in your dreams. Let's give love a try. Fighting so hard to ignore this feeling, but girl, it's too hard to ignore this feeling. You're too fine to just let me be the one that will make you scream like I can tell when I approached you, you had butterflies. I was gonna look the other way, but you're too fly. Oh, I see myself with you. You're just my time. You're that girl, and I know I'm that guy. Fighting so hard to ignore this feeling, but girl, it's too hard to ignore this feeling. You're fine to just let me be the one that will make you scream like true, cause all I can seem to think about is you. It's so hard to ignore this feeling, girl, it's too hard to ignore this feeling. You're too fine to just let this scream like
All right. I like that one too.
Okay, took it to the black and white. I like the black and white feel of the video. Yeah,
I
he
have
definitely brought
those
that
Hey,
picture
the
to
cinema,
life.
vibes on that
I
was
like the
definitely,
cinematic and old
yeah,
school.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
definitely.
those was music videos. Y'all remember BET Uncut? Y'all remember
Come
BET?
on, yeah,
Yeah, come on, like
of
you.
course.
Facts, facts.
The R&B songs came on. It was black and white.
After
Right,
10
right.
o'clock, you will be seeing all this music right now. All this music wouldn't be playing during the day. It will be playing at night after
It's perfect.
hours.
This the time it is right now is the time for this music.
Yeah, man,
I mean,
for
that's
sure.
what we need. We need music like that.
We do. We need more of it. Don't they need, there's no disrespect to any of the R&B artists that's out right now. Everybody doing their motherfucking thing. But the problem is so many R&B artists have ventured off from R&B, but that's mainly because there's money to be made everywhere. Don't get me
That's a
wrong,
fact.
but we
Mm,
need it and we don't have it. Like I said
I
right,
mean,
before,
right.
I feel
it
like it's a
does
lost art.
linger on. It does linger on. It's just,
Man, I'm gonna keep it real. The parents done got younger. You feel me?
Yeah.
We
yeah.
got young ass parents and shit out here.
Come
You
Mm-hmm.
know
on,
what I'm saying? Like,
come
Mm-hmm.
on.
I think it skipped a generation or two, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know, where
yeah,
the young cats with the old souls at? You feel me?
yeah. Hello.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't
Right.
know if you remember what we was talking about last week, but I was saying how remember these the kids we see in these in like just right now doing the shit we're doing is
Hmm.
those badass kids or just those other kids in school. Those are their kids now.
Yeah,
Right,
Right.
right.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's like those crazy ass kids. You be like, man, this motherfucker goofy. He this, he that, he bad as hell. School, he that. Well, now
Right.
he had 3 kids, and
Right.
now they grew up to do whatever they doing. You looking at his products or whatever they the fuck he
Oh,
had going on.
yeah, yeah,
He ain't
absolutely.
passing them down. No, hey, make sure you get a girl a love note, or make sure you buy a girl flowers, and make sure you do whatever. And then the girl forget to even acknowledge or give a fuck about a lot of that shit. Sometimes girls don't even care about stuff like that. They be wanting the money. You
And
Yeah.
that's
know
what it is now. That even changed the whole romance part of it. It's like
Right.
you used to go ahead. A guy used to pick you up the first, at least the first date, with some roses, and then
Right.
now it just seems like the only time a man can go ahead and do that, or a couple just acting loving, will be on Valentine's Day. It's like it's forced upon us right
Hmm.
now,
You ain't lying.
and
That you are 100% correct. That's all facts. It's
it
more
is.
relationships nowadays are more for a show.
Yes,
Mhm.
Relationships
Right.
are about how much I can show people that I can do for you. How much
right.
can you do for me and show them that you can do for me? Why you ain't post me on Facebook? Why you ain't do this and that? Well, listen.
Why you just take me to Cheesecake Factory? How come you don't take me to a
Why?
5-star restaurant? It's like it's not
Exactly.
really about that.
Yeah.
It's a show now. But like he was saying, we don't have them old souls. We done skipped a couple generations of this terminology, of this knowledge that we talk about right now on this interview. We done dropped a couple of them on the heads. I'm gonna just say that. And the reason being is not only did these past couple generations that have skipped not really have any musically like music common sense, they really didn't have much influence with
Right,
this style
right.
of music that we're having on topic today. because everybody that we knew with our generation wasn't relevant enough for them. They was quote unquote too old. We grew up listening to "I'll Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men, but the ones underneath us might have caught the last end of that. You know what I mean? Instead of four Boyz II Men members, it was three, and they was barely doing shit. But the generation after that, they don't know who the hell Boyz II Men is.
In some cases, yeah, that's true.
Unless they come across it on TikTok or something.
Unless they come across it, yeah. And then they actually are interested. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what it takes to get this stuff to go back. Remember the Running Man challenge?
Yeah.
And how they use that group song? Who was
I don't remember though.
Last night I think of you. To be
my lady.
Yeah, that's a fact. Out of Atlanta, yeah.
That song from the 90s, and these kids was dancing to it like it just came out.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true.
And then the group turned around and went platinum from it.
Yeah.
And that was
they back out on the road right now. Actually, if you look them up on YouTube, I think they Envy. I forgot the other girl name, but yeah, they out here doing shows now.
It was in vogue.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good though. We need to really push that out though.
Yeah,
real good music.
That's why I keep telling everybody, eventually the real will come back around. The real R&B will come back around. It's gonna take some extra push because unfortunately the real R&B, the music is there. The artist, like I said, the artist is still here. It's just what we can do socially and social networking wise. In order to get it back out in the spotlight like it used to be.
Do anybody got a favorite love song? Anybody got a favorite love song off the top?
I can name you my top 5.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
My very first song is.
I ain't gonna say one of the ones I know.
What Are We Gonna Do by Dru Hill. And when I give you my list, you're gonna be like, it ain't nobody new on there. And I just turned 38.
I feel
So my first song is "What Are We Gonna Do" by Dru Hill. My second song is "Can You Stand the Rain," the Boyz II Men edition, the Boyz II Men version, because I like the new edition one, but the Boyz II Men version to me it flows better. My third one is gotta throw some Michael in there, and that's Michael Jackson. How did you go blank? You Are Not Alone. Michael Jackson, You're Not Alone. My fifth song is Doing Just Fine, or my fourth song is Doing Just Fine by Boyz II Men.
Mm-hmm.
And my fifth one is Smile by 112.
Okay.
Those are good, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you on that.
I can see that for sure.
I don't know if I can give 5. But
it's gonna take me time to think for a second, because I know some, but
you know, my girl Sade, y'all know about some Sade?
Come on, man, See, in my head, I don't know why I'm thinking about Frankie Beverly Mays and shit like that, but we talking about some R&B.
You know why?
I can go with Ordinary Love. You know what I'm saying?
That's what your parents used to listen to. And it's stuck in the back of your brain for some reason. But that's probably what your parents used to listen to all the time.
That's a fact. That's a fact. My mama loved me some Frankie Beverly Mays.
Like Frankie Beverly Mays to stay around. We got to get our kids listening to what we listen to.
Let's get them
back.
My 7-year-old walking around
smoking that smoke, doing that dope.
One song I do like that's on my list. I like Janet Jackson.
Come on, of course.
Anytime, any place.
Yeah, she killed that song.
That song.
And you know what I like about her and that song? If you look up on YouTube, her perform. I forgot. I think it was like Apollo or something. She performed that song live. And most groups, especially nowadays, when they perform live, the music ain't as good as it is on track.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She killed that song. That song live was as good, if not better, than the recorded song.
Right.
That woman, listen, and since this is that type of podcast, I'm gonna tell you right now. The Janet Jackson, she did the album called Demita Joe,
Oh yeah.
and she got that song on there called Warmth, and it's basically the warmth of her mouth. The girl did a song about giving head, and I
Oh,
don't think anybody really caught that.
oh.
But that's my girl. I caught the hell out that mother. I'm like,
And
Yeah,
that's
I
the
would have
thing,
caught it
though.
too, bro.
dang, that's me, baby.
Right.
The thing is, though, we've been talking about all this music. We didn't talk about the females. Janet Jackson, Mary J. Blige, TLC with Red Light Special.
And
I mean, and Vogue. I mean, something that he can feel. I mean, there were a lot of female R&B as well.
Mhm.
That got that music. I like playing some of that music that got me in the mood. Why not? Especially like En Vogue, Escape, Just Kick
Monica.
It. So
Yeah, man.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of that. So yeah, like you said, but and one of the artists that Trigger and Dr. Scorpio knows that I do like a lot is Doja Cat right now. She has that freaky music, it's more upbeat, some of them or whatever like that, but it's this generation's kind of R&B of what they're trying to do is just a little bit more raunchy. I guess we weren't really talking about pussy or, deep throat or whatever like that as explicit as it is right now.
The music that we were accustomed to back then was more sensual.
Yes, it was censored.
Yeah.
It was not censored. It was sensual.
Sensual,
So
yes.
it was more sensual. It was more. I don't want to say sensitive.
Artful.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. There you go. It had more
Now
heart.
it is like all in your face. You know what I'm saying? It used
Yeah.
to be more
Mhm.
subtle and hidden and
Instead
worded
of
properly.
Yeah.
instead of it being described as I'm just gonna put it in your mouth, they would
Yeah.
go into detail and be more sensual and vibrant with it, and it sounded sexier that way. It seemed like it was
Yeah.
more mature than it is now. That's what I'm just saying.
Right.
It
Right.
was mature then than it is now.
Yeah.
It was mature.
Right.
I do agree with that. And now it's like more again, like you said, it's this generation, this age, how they view it. It's the same way how we viewed it. It was just a different format now. It's a different. It goes with what the music is going on right now. I do like some of the music right now. If I want to get freaking nasty, why not go ahead and put nasty with Boosie, Fish and Lotto, or whatever like that, or
All right.
hey, play WAP. Why not? Hey, that puts me in the mood. But
Yeah. Wrong with it?
Right.
All music, ain't nothing wrong with it. Because why? Because music represents all different types of moods. Not everybody gonna be in the mood every time they get in the bedroom.
right.
You can
That's
set
a
different tones, but you might not be in the I'll make love to you mood tomorrow like you was tonight. Tomorrow you might be in that when we fuck tank mood. You know what I mean?
Right. There you go.
Mhm.
Every night could be a different night. It depends on what kind of music you play, what kind of mood you set there.
Yes. Yep. That's it.
I
Well,
mean,
here, guys. I'm here at the Palms Casino. I'm getting ready to go to this nightclub with the Raider Nation Wrecking Crew. Paul Wall is in town. We got VIP. We're kicking it with him and Stewie. I got to get out of here. I got to go link up with the boys real quick. I'm already here waiting. They're probably waiting on me. I
All
appreciate you having me on the show.
I just want to say thank you for coming in and sharing your thoughts about this because it is important no matter what because it does set you in the mood, Thank you.
So be safe out there.
Appreciate it.
Listen, I'm going to chime in with y'all. I like this podcast. I like what y'all doing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna chime in with y'all from time to time. Just check in, say what's up. Whenever I get some new music, I'm going to shoot it y'all way. Y'all just keep doing what y'all do, man. We need more people like y'all. That's what's going to keep this real R&B out there. You know what I mean? Just keep doing what y'all doing.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so
Salute.
much.
Thank you, man.
All right, man. Y'all take
You
care.
too. All right.
All right.
So yeah, you guys. So I wanted to ask you guys though. Okay, when was the last time you guys had a song in the bedroom, and what song was it?
I can't even remember. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't even be able to remember. It's been that long. You know what I'm saying? I wish it wasn't that long, but it's just been a minute, man.
And
Yeah,
why
it's
is
been a minute.
that?
Because man, I mean, really, I
All
ain't been in
right.
a real serious relationship to where we playing this shit out like that. Yeah, we gonna set the mood tonight. It ain't been like that. It's just been yeah, let's get it in. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, we done watching this movie. It's been more so Netflix and chill
Right, that's
than
what it is
Mm-hmm.
now.
music and chill.
But
Right.
you know what though?
Basically,
I
That movie leading to the 6 9. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
that movie. Yeah, if it's
Got an
not
hour
the
in, hour and
credits,
a half in. Yeah, it's time to
whatever,
start doing some
mean, okay,
feeling
what
in
kind
the
of
chest.
movies you been
whatever
trying to
playing in
play?
the credits.
Get in it.
That's the only music niggas hearing now.
What
Whatever
kind of
playing in the
music?
credits.
What kind of movies are you trying to play when you Netflix and chill?
I don't know, man. It all depends.
Uh, I mean, to be real, I'm not even a horror person. Like, I don't like horror movies. Like, I
You
really
don't like
don't.
horror movies? I like
I
horror
really
movies.
don't. I don't watch horror movies like that. You know, I, all this horror I can watch is, the funny horrors. Like, what's that shit
Oh
we
yeah,
watched in the
comedy
Discord?
horrors.
Like
Yeah,
Haunted Mansion or some
That
shit
goofy
or
shit.
something.
I like the goofy horror. You know what I'm saying?
a scary movie.
What,
Yeah,
Cocaine Bear and shit. That ain't horror. But the funny horrors. Not
Yeah,
the
yeah.
more.
the parodies and shit,
Yeah,
scary
yeah,
movies
yeah.
and
That's
shit. I
about
know what
it. But I don't really like horrors. I like comedy, man. Look
I
good. I like
feel
to
you,
watch
man.
comedies and
So they'll make
action.
you cuddle with them.
Say what?
I said they'll make you cuddle or get you in the mood.
Yeah, man. Because shit. Once you get about 1:30 or something, depends on when you get it in. You know me. I try to let some of the movie watch. Shit.
No,
Shit.
I just let her
Yeah,
watch at
I
least a
hear you.
little bit of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She try to
Just
say,
act like you interested in the movie. You just seen the shit 5 times. You know what's going on.
yeah.
You want to act like you
That's
interested
what
in
you
it
do.
a
You
little
already
bit,
play a movie and you watch, so you don't have to really pay attention to it.
You never
right?
ain't gonna make it to that second movie. That second movie never get watched.
Oh, come on, man. That's
You
why I
feel
said
me?
you talk about
Yeah, go
playing
ahead and throw
music
in
in
that
the
second
bed.
movie. Yeah, go ahead and throw in that second movie. Shit, we
Yeah,
already had it.
right. Shit. That's why my whole point of it. Shit. Even then, it's this shit is autoplay. So by the time them credits rolling, that's the only music niggas is
That's the only
hearing.
music. That
It's the
shit
only
just
music
rolling.
going.
They ain't turned the shit
In the
off for
credits, they
nothing.
got the
Nigga.
They play
soundtrack
the
going on.
music at the
That's
end
it.
from the
You're gonna
when
be
they
like,
do the
damn,
credits.
this record was on the soundtrack too. I forgot
For
about this
real.
record. Okay, okay. This Jones on there too. Like, this nigga was on the soundtrack. Oh, this nigga was on there too. Oh,
That's how
okay.
it's been, man.
Literally,
That's how it's
that's when
been.
you're gonna find out all the records because the soundtrack gonna be playing on that Netflix. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. And
That's about it.
that's
That's
about it.
crazy.
We
But
ain't
you're
going to
right
say, hey
though.
man, baby, go throw on that new Jaheim. We ain't niggas ain't saying that. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? We
man,
need to get back to that. You feel me? Yeah,
They'd
baby, go
rather
play
go ahead
the
and watch a
new
movie. You
CD,
know
baby. Yeah,
what?
play that new
I do that too. Actually, I just go ahead and put something on TV that I know I'm not gonna go ahead and pay attention to. Like I'll go ahead and play like a new movie that's coming out. I'll play it, but I'm not paying attention to it. I'll watch it another day. I'm not paying attention to that because I know I want to go
yeah,
ahead and get some. So let's just go ahead and play the movie. So it looks like we're watching something. Then let's get it on.
and that's just how it's gonna be, man.
I'll let him watch it for a minute. Why not? Let him watch it for a minute just to see what's going on, And then
You know what time it is.
maybe he'll watch the ending. I don't know. Maybe he'll watch
Maybe.
another movie and think it's the same movie. You never
Right.
know.
And I think a lot of these females, they not even sharing their playlist with their man. These bitches
Nope.
don't be collecting all these love songs. They ain't turning that shit on when
No,
it's time
that's
to
playing
do it.
Sexy Red.
They ain't saying, goddamn, yeah, baby, turn on that Apple Music, baby. You know what I'm saying? What you got stored up with you know,
Hey, I'm gonna play
stored in there.
Pound Town in the bedroom.
Nah, and plus it's a lot of fuck my baby daddy type records up in there too. So
That's
she ain't
Yeah,
gonna
true.
play that
yeah,
playlist with
That's what I'm
it definitely
saying.
is.
she ain't gonna play
If
that
we
record.
had that music, we would
Man,
have fuck your baby daddy or fuck your baby mama type of music
Yeah,
right
we ain't fully out of that
they got
era
all
yet.
that right now. They
They
got all that
thriving
type of
right
shit
now.
out right now.
The
Yeah,
female rapper talking that shit, boy, it's a lot of them right now, boy. That shit ain't over yet.
it's a lot of that
They
going
definitely
on.
got that in their phone.
But I know what you're saying though. I mean, it's just eventually I think things will get a little bit better.
It'll get
And
calm.
niggas like us is actually doing what it takes to put niggas on game on some of this old shit and some of the current shit that's hot that niggas might not be talking about, especially when it comes to just like real rap, real R&B, or
Yeah.
independent shit. The indie artists that's out here, that's spazzing doing it.
Yeah, we definitely need to look
You
at
know?
some love artists too.
Some of
You know
these,
what I'm saying?
yeah, some of these R&B guys or these women, I'm with it, 100%. It's not too
Not to
many out there that's
Eh,
doing
It
what
ain't
that
hard to find these rappers out here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we
Yeah,
So,
definitely shine a
right,
light on these
right,
R&B.
right. True that.
so I usually like to go ahead and play some music when I'm doing solo projects.
You're
I
hilarious.
mean, to get me
Okay,
in the
so
mood, why not? If I'm a solo doing it, hey, let me just go hear some Tank or,
right,
see whatever, let me get in the
right.
mood. Shit.
Well, I mean, if that's what it takes, that's what it
That's
takes.
what
You
it
know what
takes
I'm saying?
sometimes. Sometimes I have to go ahead and have that type of music when I'm
You
solo.
know, honestly, I feel like a real underrated R&B love making love like a making love record
Oh,
um is Lil B Violate That Bitch.
Oh yeah?
Lil B.
I might have to check that out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, I don't know. Niggas might not, it's kind of a throwback, but
Lil B.
salute to Lil B, bro.
Yeah, man. Lil B was goddamn going hard for a while, man. You know.
Hey, Lil B is not only the GOAT, but Lil B is one of them niggas who like is probably he'll walk up straight up to you and be shake your hand and be like, "What's up, bro? How you doing?" and have a conversation with you. He seems like a real down to earth type of person.
Right,
yeah.
fact.
You know what
I
I'm saying? So
niggas took his
salute to Lil
swag
B,
too back in
bro.
the day too now.
Man,
So
he really
no,
had a
Lil B,
real
that nigga was dropping a
era.
lot of shit.
The I'm Gay album, bro.
He got a stupid
Is
catalog though.
crazy, bro. Yeah, that album is really crazy. A lot of good records on there. Niggas was sleep. I think he was marketing it just so people could kind of like get the hype on it. Just so
Hmm.
niggas be like, all right, bro, you saying crazy shit like that. But
Right, right,
he
right,
was really just wanting niggas to tap in because
right,
it was just a little play he was moving.
right.
But that shit was just it was a big error. The whole time, man, I'm trolling as far as R&B thing is concerned. But salute to Lil B though, bro.
I'm
We'll
about to
say
say, god damn. Oh,
that.
word? Okay, I'm about to check that out. Yeah, damn.
Hey, yeah,
What?
hey man, that's a good record though, man. Violate,
Whatever gets you in the mood, right?
yeah,
I
Fact.
mean, again, you don't want to maybe all the time have some passion. So maybe you don't want that slow music, or maybe you want some freaking nasty music.
that's what I'm saying. So if you
And
like that,
shit, and get on fucking.
you play that record, you be straight.
Maybe you want to play some angry music.
You don't gotta
Do
be
it
angry.
when you're fighting. I don't know, but you know what? Music does it. Music will go ahead and put you in that mood, whatever in the bedroom or wherever else you're gonna go ahead and fuck, right?
Yeah, man, for sure.
I agree. You know what I'm saying?
And they said to why not? Not just music, but you go ahead and set the tone. You want to sometimes you don't have to deal with everyone, but you go ahead and put some music. Shit. I mean, I want to know this. I guess we were talking about it last time, or I think I was just talking to you guys saying, would you guys play your music in the bedroom?
Right. I don't know. It's like I said. It's like maybe I would, but like I feel like I would have to do it in where it makes sense. Like I said, because I don't be playing no music at all, so it would have to just be kind of happening that way. I wouldn't like intentionally just like, yeah, I'm gonna throw this song on me, whatever. Which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that, but I never thought
Like,
about
are
it.
you gonna say, "Hey, you want to listen to some of my music?" Psh,
And there you go. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which is
and
cool,
then
but
get on it.
right now she
Nah,
on
but
the
you know,
record.
I
Right.
probably would if you know what I'm saying. I made a lot more of that type of music. I probably only made that music probably a couple times, as far as like with slow down, more ballad type beats. Now, if I find me the right beat that calls for it, if I come across the right beat that calls for it, I definitely would create a song like that. like the Carolina Freak.
Trigger will
It's
be
just
playing Carolina Freak.
that I came across that beat, and that's just what it called for. You know what I'm saying? So even when I first recorded that shit, like that shit took off real heavy in the strip clubs. My boy Money the General, he took my shit to the strip club because he was doing security. And them
Yeah.
motherfuckers fell in love with that shit, bro. They was getting me to come out there, perform the shit.
Oh,
It was
really?
the next strip club. It was
Okay.
just that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
salute
if
to
I
them.
came across a beat like that, I probably would, but I don't really make music for it. I try not to just make my project so much just about, you know, niggas, my style better than yours, all that bullshit. I try
Right.
to put some lovey-dovey in there somewhere.
I
Even
hear
with the Christmas project, I was talking about the boo-boos, you know what I'm saying?
you.
All through that thing, you feel me? I'm
You got
spending
to.
shit.
You
I was
got to.
spending Christmas with boo-boo. You feel
You
me?
know
We
what I'm
was fucking,
saying?
nigga, she had me put up for the holidays. You know what I'm
Yeah,
Oh,
saying?
well, I hear you. I hear
But
you. I hear you.
yeah, I'm with it. I just got to come across them type of tracks, you know.
right.
Right. It just got to make sense. I
Facts,
agree.
facts.
I hear
But
you.
it's not even that, to make that type of music. I'm just saying, would you guys be playing your music in the bedroom? Would that be something like oh, I'll play my music, so it's a turn on because she's listening to my music and I have her here in my bedroom.
Type shit.
Well,
Yeah.
nah, I don't. I really don't because I mean, not to toot my own horn. Like when the females, like that's probably the last thing I really tell them about is really that I do music. Like it
Mhm.
eventually come out, but you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. I don't be wanting to be so much focused on that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I haven't like that. They always came across it, but when I do, you know what I'm saying, it can come off as oh, you know what I'm saying. You just trying to play your music all the time, but so I really don't play it. You know what I'm saying? They ask me sometimes like, "Damn, you should play your music more." I get that more than anything. A
Right.
female
Which
says,
is
"Damn, you
good.
should play your music more," and shit.
Mhm.
It
I
is
Yeah.
what
agree.
it
'Cause I got one
is.
time. This was years ago. I went to this guy's house and he was playing his music. I'm like, okay, at first it was cool, okay, yeah, I'll listen to it, whatever. But when you made it all about you and all about your music, and no, it didn't turn me on at all. So I
Yeah.
had to leave.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, and sometimes, it wasn't that type of music that is supposed to go
It's
ahead and
about
get you
me,
in the
boy. You
mood,
gonna
but
hit
it
it.
just really turned me off because that's all you wanted to go ahead and talk about.
oh, I see what you're saying. So it was like you
Yes.
had to. I mean,
Say you
well,
gonna listen to this music. You hear me?
Right.
he was
It's like, okay,
maybe
yeah,
he
that's
knew who he
fine.
was talking to. Yeah, he probably figured you was like, somebody could help him. So he was like, let me just put her on some of these records. You know what I'm saying? But you was
Well, that's
probably
what
maybe thinking,
years ago. Like years
right.
ago, it's like, okay, I get it. You want to be, an artist and you're doing this and whatever like that. But it's like, it's a little too much, especially if it's none of it. It's like that. It's like, it's not going to go ahead and get me in the mood or anything like that. So maybe
Right.
you should
I
stop playing
understand.
it.
Yeah, trust me, I get it.
I mean, if it was music like that that gets me in the mood, why not? Then I'll go ahead and listen to it while I'm not really paying attention to the music.
Hmm.
Especially we're
Type
getting a
type shit.
rebound. Come
Type
on.
shit. Type shit.
Right. And like I said, I like to go ahead and put the music too when I'm solo because it just sets that tone, like you said.
Of course, it puts you in a space where you like, okay,
Yeah, it relaxes
how you
you in
feel.
a way, and
That's why I told you I was like, well, I can respect it. I can't really get mad at that. Like, I just kind of just fell off in my own way, I guess.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, we kind of do need some new baby making music, man. Like a lot of this music is starting to get a little old. You done heard this shit
Hmm.
1,000 times. Like I need some. We done skipped a couple generations, so
I
we
did.
still playing the old '90s and 2000, which ain't nothing wrong. In the '80s, we ain't nothing wrong with that. But we done skipped a couple decades, man, where we ain't got no classics, bro.
Right.
In
Not
the
on
past
that,
10
not on
years,
that
how
level.
many
No.
classics we
Yeah,
got with love songs? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Got a
yeah.
couple out here for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, ain't no love songs, ain't no love records. There's no
No,
love records
that's
like
why,
that. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's none.
that's why people get divorces.
It's a few. Hell, one just came out not too long ago. Who got a good one that's out right now? Beyonce got one. I know
I'm sure
Usher.
she got some.
Keep
Yeah,
them
I'm
up. You
sure
know
she
what I'm
got some.
saying? A hit.
I
Usher
mean, well,
gonna
they
give me
they
a hit
well,
with that.
they from also a different time. They tied in from a different era.
Fact.
They keep a standard. So they gonna have a
Yep.
love. They
That's
gonna have a
true.
love record in the vault, no matter
That's
what.
true.
They them type of artists.
Yeah,
But
they
like
from the last.
generally, yeah. But you know, you 100% right though.
The newer artists, boy. I mean, sheesh.
It's not a the market's there, but it's like as far as like a record label signing a new
Right.
artist, they're not making that like a thing where they're like, yeah. So can you do love records? Let me see. Let me hear you do love records. Let me hear you do a ballad. Let me hear you do this, that, and that. They're not asking for that per se. Now, if you
Right.
R and
Right.
B per se, if you an R&B artist, they just looking for you. Can you sing? And
Right.
what kind of records can you make? And is you marketable? And if you can
Right.
make, money, and if that's
Yeah,
good, then that's
they
good.
putting
Like,
writers around them and shit. So
putting,
they
cause
ain't
they,
really writing
yeah,
their own
exactly,
music.
exactly. So they don't care about a lot of the other shit. They just like, all right, bro, let me see, what can we do
Yeah,
with you?
sing this. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit. So it take time and craft to really be on here doing your shit. So if you an indie artist and you an R&B artist at that, salute,
Yeah,
salute to you, type shit.
yeah. They keeping it. They'll keep it alive. They'll be the ones keeping it
Yeah,
alive. Like the boy who
yeah.
just left from here. You know what I'm saying? More of them. Yeah, they standing up, and that's what it's about.
See, and that's the thing though. Since we can't make tapes, we're gonna go ahead and put all our baby making music in a USB and give it to them. It's like, here, listen to this, baby.
Hmm. Hmm. And then, hey, well, if that help, especially like when it come down to getting to the get down, I mean,
Right.
do that shit. That's what it is.
That's a
It's
fact.
just a different type of vibe. That's all. I mean, like we were talking about earlier, everybody seems like they're in a rush about everything. Why? Why be in a rush? Why not have that connection? Okay, they don't want to have a connection. It's all about just fucking and that's it.
That's it,
Which
type
is
shit.
fine, have your little fun, but at some
Mhm,
point, don't you want that too? Maybe
mhm.
I'm just
Of
old.
course. No, I mean, well, I mean, it's just kind of how it is. And plus, like you said, it's just based off of like those circumstances.
Yeah.
If it requires it, then it does. But if not, some niggas just in and out, like we was talking about. So
Well, and that's the
No
thing, though.
doubt.
in and out.
No, I was just gonna say, you know, they hook up or whatever like that. Then after that, it's like a lot of times they regret it because it wasn't as good as they thought it was gonna be. It's like, well, maybe you need to add a little bit of shit. I'm not saying just music. I'm just saying it's like if I'm gonna go ahead and fuck, I want to make sure I have a good time, plain and simple.
Hmm.
If
You
not,
see,
why do it, right?
you funny
Right.
as hell. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like I'm not talking about just the music, but go ahead and have your fun. That's what it's supposed to be fun. You're connected with
Hmm.
someone, whether it's just a one night time hookup or in a relationship. You're expressing some kind of feelings towards it. You're connecting with someone at that moment.
All right. Type shit. So, no, I agree.
That's a fact, man.
Man, we had
Shout
a
out
good
to the brother.
topic today, though. That was really good, though.
Yeah, it was. It was dope. It was dope.
I
I
mean, I just
definitely.
hope that maybe we go ahead and do this, you know, in a couple of months or even a year and see how if it has grown or if it has really disappeared.
Yeah, do a review on what type of R&B nigga to into right now type shit. You have to come back.
Right.
Have to come back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I just want to go ahead and thank everyone who did pop in tonight. I did want to go ahead and thank our special guest that we had tonight, The Real
Big,
Craze. We
big
did
fact.
play two of his songs, and they were those type of music that you want to go ahead and have in the bedroom.
Right.
But hey, you guys want to say anything? Maybe you guys want to talk about your other segment on this show, Open Mouse.
Yes, we want to go ahead at minimum just let niggas know it's time for the artists to tap in. So we have artists, that's been reaching out. Salute to y'all. We want to keep niggas in tune. We got some artists that's gonna be on emerging voices pretty soon. We got new artists that's gonna be doing some content as well, like myself, my bro Trigger as well. we got a lot of different stuff we're gonna be doing. Also, we got Jay Swift, the bro. He's gonna be doing some music. I'm sure he's gonna be dropping some shit on here as well. We got other artists that's gonna be just getting in tune and getting in tune and getting involved. So make sure all the artists tap in. Or if you got a business or if you're a poet, I had some other people tap in with me that want to get out here and promote what they got going on. Just that's perfect. Tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? So, especially if you're dealing with the media side or the arts, or you know what I'm saying, just tap in, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. You know how we getting it. You know what I'm saying? Open
Um,
mouth, authentic voice radio, media game TV. Man, they said it all. Tap in with us, and we gonna get it on for sure.
big facts.
And with that being said, thank you for showing up and hope you guys do stay tuned for the next episode of Open Mouse Podcast. And with that being